guys, it wasn't that long ago that he was a small triangle jumper getting tased in Arlington, Texas. Things have changed. Now, he's number 6 in the world and is going down, and the only person to have 4 third-round UFC finishes. Is that a good record or a bad record? Is that a good record or a bad record?
It's a good one.
It's the best record! My grandfather will be most proud of this. And many of you guys may not know this, but Brian's the only person, 4 third-round UFC finishes. Why is this amazing? Because it means that he lets it marinate little by little. Tire him out. Brian, talk about the fight. UFC 214, the man is here.
It was good. It was a tough fight, man. I was pretty much, we were both undefeated. He was ranked number 9, I was ranked number 8. And what happened is I knew it was going to be a war because we both didn't know how to lose in our careers till that point.
True, for real.
And what happened is he even said it in one of his interviews, because I was kind of stalking him a little bit, where he was like, no, I'm going to show the world that, you know, I'm going to fight my heart out and it's going to be fight of the night. He said that before the fight.
Dang.
So I was like, all right, let's do it.
It's going to be real.
Yeah,
You knew.
Yeah, you could feel the energy through like through the interviews. So we just prepared for that, and we banged it out for like, what, 2 rounds?
That's what's up.
2.5 rounds. Till the game plan that we had was where when he shoots, we're going to take advantage of it and submit him with a guillotine like we were practicing for 2 months.
Straight up. That's all we practice, you guys. I told him, I said, Brian, the world knows where you live. T-City. You live in T-City, but it's time to move. Let's move to G-City. Guillotines. I said, Brian, while the whole world is worried about triangles, if we do guillotines and just shock them, it's gonna work. We did 2.5, 3 months straight, just guillotines from everywhere you can imagine. And we were on the rim of the cage right there, right before Bruce Buffer was a Brian, Jason, when he was in his height. I said, Brian, when he puts his head down, 1 time is all it takes. It actually took 2 times, but it's all good.
I missed the first one.
It's all good. He's human. He's human. But if he puts his head down, it's over. And the second shot he went in, that was it. Sealed the deal. That exact triangle, I had felt it many times in practice, so I was like, all right, I know what's up right now. There's not, especially when you lock the body triangle, it's not coming out. The guy feels it right now. It's just a matter of time. He's never tapped in his MMA career. He's about to tap right now, guaranteed. And 3 seconds later, he tapped. You guys, 1-word description from our head instructors here at the Gracie Academy, Jordan, Alex, and Alex. Jordan, 1 word, be honest.
Wow.
That was your word?
That's my word.
That's good.
Suspenseful.
Suspenseful. Brian always has a way to make us wait, you guys. And we hate him for it, but we love him for it, because then the house erupts like, bah, it's all dope. Anyways,
It's all a show.
Listen, if you can't tell by the energy and the enthusiasm, I couldn't be more proud of him, not just for the victories in the UFC, but I know where this kid came from, and I know the challenges, the battles he had to fight in and out of the ring to get to where he is today. And it couldn't be more exciting for us, for the Academy, for Brian, to be climbing this ladder as effectively as he is. And the indomitable spirit continues on stronger than ever. So shall we show them some techniques, some breakdown, exactly what happened? They want to know, Brian, like, how'd your hand get in there? How did it feel? How'd you lock it? What went down? Shall we?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So we're here. The guy, after the 3rd round, right, this guy was getting punished on his feet, and it was a little back and forth. Some say it was 1-to-1 in the first couple rounds. It really doesn't matter. Bottom line is Brian was playing his game plan of just managing that distance and just really, tagging him on his feet to where he felt what? He had to shoot. Did you feel that he had that?
Yeah.
Or what was your mindset going into the 3rd round after we spoke in the corner? Be honest.
Well, that was it. Well, you told me you need to get a takedown.
Said, Brian, we just
the round is
keep going.
1-to-1. We need to finish it. We need to get takedown. Take this guy to the ground and finish him. I went for a couple. It just didn't feel right. And then, so then I switched my mind. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna pressure this guy more, because I felt him kind of gassing out. So I go, if I just stay in this guy's face and punch him, he's gonna shoot in on me to score points, just to win the round. And then when he shot in, I was like, oh, thank you.
So Brian cheated the system. I said, Brian, we need a takedown. I didn't say, Brian, I need you to take him down. I just said we need a takedown. So Brian, the rule manipulator that he is, was like, yo, if he takes me down, that counts as a takedown too. So he put the heat on him, and then homeboy shot in and took Brian down, and then he looked and he said, yo, that's a takedown. You didn't say it had to be me, Henner, it just had to be a takedown. And the funny part is he was right. It doesn't matter who takes who down. If it goes down, they're going down, and that's what went down. Dang, that was a lot of downs right there. Okay, so we're here. After Brian threw a couple jabs, the guy shot in. Boom, he hit this right here. Brian wrapped the neck, He went for the double. Like once he realized, because this inside hook, he wasn't gonna be able to take Brian down, he went for the body right here, and he turned the corner pretty sharply and tried to dump Brian to the other side. As that happened, we fell and we landed in closed guard. Talk about it from here, Brian.
And then from here, what happens, I brace my fall, I put my hand down, I locked this leg over, and I blocked his leg from coming on the other side. I kind of blocked it, and then from here, I locked my hands up, locked the body triangle, and then from here, I just yanked his neck all the way down and just squeezed the life out of him.
So major. And funny part is we had like maybe 2 weeks before the fight talked about this body triangle. I explained to Brian, from closed guard, guillotine, you need that body triangle because the risk is, let me just show how we would defend, or how Renato probably would have done this defense. The closed guard body triangle is challenging because if he has this, what I'm gonna wanna do is slide my hips out if he has just a standard guard. So if he locks it up and it's standard, and starts stretching Brian, I would do this and I would shake this out. And then I sit to the weak side and I come over and now I'm free and I get up right here, right? So in anticipation of that, if you put that seatbelt body triangle in full death grip around my waist, I can't shake it off. It's just literally too tight, straight up. It's just too tight. And that's what he established when he locked it in. So there was no shaking out, which means all the pressure was on his neck right there. So that was awesome. And then the time he had it here, he locked it up, full triangle. See, like now I can't slip this out, squeeze. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. And what's funny is that, was it harder to lock it because of the gloves, or did you feel like it just got in there under his chin? How'd you feel when the hands went in?
No, the shot was perfect. Even you told me, because featherweight, you have a lot of guys who are short, you know? And the beautiful part about fighting
little tree trunks,
someone who's tall, he's like, yo, we like fighting tall people because they got that neck. So you're right, they got that neck.
So when Brian fights a short guy, I'm like, Brian, he can't hang. You got the reach, you got the length, you're gonna jab him, you're gonna mess him up, boom. And then he fights a tall guy, I'm like, Brian, he can't hang. You got the guillotines, he's got that long neck, we're gonna wrap it up. So it's like, no matter what, we have the advantage, you know what I'm saying? Talk about that takedown in the second round. When you didn't get the guillotine, how did you feel at that moment?
So second round, he got a takedown in, and I went for it, but I missed it because it was just so tight.
Right.
And then from there, I was thinking, all right,
left.
what am I gonna do? Elbows, or what's gonna come next? And then all of a sudden, I heard the clack, clack, clack. I go, oh, this guy just did that for points.
And it worked.
So I just literally just took a deep breath. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get 10 extra seconds of rest and my 1 minute. So I come out in the third, firing.
10 seconds of rest to stage one punch block series. He was just like, all right, we're just gonna chill right here. And then he got a minute and 10 seconds, and then came in the next round, and the guy thought, what? I can take Brian down and just lay on him. The problem is he doesn't realize that Brian pays attention and said, if this guy shot in once, he'll probably shoot again if I put enough pressure on him. He did it, the guy shot, and it was a done deal. Now, this landed the way it did, closed guard, body triangle, but we've really been working the combination of these chokes right here. And you guys have seen a lot of videos we posted, but we'll share it now because this was kind of the source of a lot of the training that we did for this fight, was the guillotine, anaconda, Dars connection. So in general, if he catches it from, let's rotate all the way around here. So if Brian sits up and snatches my neck right here, boom, he wants to have his shin across my belly, wrap the neck, and then from here, a lot of times guy doesn't tap, so he rolls, Brian either goes with him and mounts right here, finishes it, or roll back, or the guy rolls by himself and Brian, look, hook, lock, and finish, boom. Or if that doesn't work, keep the hands, go to side mount, coming up for the Dars. Shoots the hand the other way, look, catch, 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 run, and go, and catch. So we call it guillotine mastery, but really it's the chaining together of guillotine, anaconda, Dars. We didn't need a chain because the body triangle sealed the deal, and that was it. Yes. But it doesn't mean that the chain wasn't there. So, we save it for another fight, another opponent. And, what do you think? What did you learn the most from this fight? What did you take the most? What do you feel like final words of wisdom for our friends who are watching, who observe this, and they don't really know what's going on inside their cage?
Yeah, I feel like there's there's a lot of respect for this guy that I fought, Renato, just because I almost felt in a way I was fighting myself. It's like, here's a guy who's undefeated, who's in the top 10, and who obviously is looking to get that championship belt the same way I am. And it was almost like a mirror the whole time. And he was even, I'd admit it, he was faster than me with the hands, I felt like I was more powerful and mine affected him more, but he had speed on me.
Switch!
And pretty much it's just a big thanks to my boxing coach, James Larson, who, because people don't realize, we'll kill him on the ground, but we need to either get to the ground or we need to put pressure on them for them to take us down to the ground. And you can't do that without the time that my coach James has spent with the striking on me. And we actually said it before, after the fight. We're like, dude, it was a perfect showcase of both of my worlds, you know?
Big time.
Because it's like, when I'm not at the academy, I'm out there boxing with him. And it just, for me, it was a good fight, one of the best fights, because I got to show both worlds, you know? And it was just beautiful.
This guy's still healing up a little bit, but we're right back in there, just getting back into training today, yesterday, and the journey continues, you guys. We're super proud, and hopefully you come down here to the academy. We're moving, actually. Don't come this address anymore, you guys. We're moving. If you didn't hear, Jiu-Jitsu Heaven 2.0, top secret location, hasn't been disclosed yet, and you know, the fish has outgrown the tank, 30,000 square feet, 100 plus parking spots, air conditioning in the mat room, bigger locker rooms, more showers, more everything, more classes, more chokes, more jokes, you guys. It doesn't stop. And we'll be moving in. Date is very close to be announced. And when it happens, you come down here and visit us. And, you know, we'll be honored, you know. We'll be honored to, you know, demonstrate some of these triple threat guillotine attack series on your neck, you guys. Much respect. So bottom line is Brian, you know, he was born in Triangle City, but I think he's moved, you know. And hopefully, when the rest of his opponents and the rest of the world believes that he's moved, he'll go back to his roots and start triangling everybody once again. So you never know what to watch out for. Much respect. Congratulations, brother. You got this one. That's what's up.
I don't care if you know Jiu-Jitsu. Take one more step and I'll knock you out. Ah!